Um,
Click on my...
now,
Oh, wow. That's one way to sort. Okay.
yeah, I know. Trying to come up with a good way.
It's a way, and I like it.
Okay.
I
I mean,
imagine
it's
once we're
certainly.
used to it, it'll be fine.
Greetings, all.
What's that?
Howdy, Will.
Hi, Tarkovsky.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Everyone's here. Cool. So I was just going into that the macros for your character token have been slightly reorganized so that it's easier to distinguish between the basic moves and the special moves. And the special moves that you can use only in civilized kind of environments. So the basic moves you can use anytime. The special moves have to have kind of special circumstances in order to trigger them, and then the moves that are in town are really just for when you're doing things among civilized peoples. So, and then of course after all of those default moves is any of your particular class or racial moves that you guys have.
Very nice.
Let's switch over to join that. The other two characters kind of had their spot in the limelight last session. So Corvus, I'm going to focus on you for just a little bit here, and kind of figure out what happened with you while the other two were doing their thing last session. Corvus, while you're standing at the top of the tower, beside the tree that used to be an elf many years ago, you're going to feel a heavy presence of your ancestors kind of coalescing and whispering around your spear.
I try to focus on that.
Okay. Okay, as you do that, the world will fade to blackness, and the forms of your ancestors will coalesce out of the dark mist and surround you in a circle. One of them will come towards you, telling you that he is Agrippa McVenner. He looks a lot like you.
He's even got the same health bar. He's like Shadow Link.
Right.
Oh, sorry, we're talking.
I'm trying to make him dodge it. Oh, there's that. And Agrippa will say to you, Corvus, that he would like to make sure that you have the tenacity to carry on the burden of this family's legacy and stand up to what they crafted all those years ago. What do you say in reply?
I can pass any test you can think of.
Okay. Alrighty. The circle of your ancestors will part, and an elf wielding a sharply pointed black spear and a black shield will come in, facing you, and Agrippa will say that this is an example of what we crafted in our folly all those years ago. If you can stand against this, we will know that you have the courage and tenacity necessary.
Very well.
Alrighty, the elf with the spirit of the elf with the dark spear will move forward and start to circle you, Corvus. What do you do?
I adopt a fighting stance,
Okay.
and I will strike at it.
All right. Make a hack and slash. All right. It will. This shadow of an elf will catch your spear on its shield, and will thrust its own spear into a chink in your armor. The point of the spear will bite deeply into you, doing 6 damage, but you can count your armor against that. So, I think you have 3 armor? 4 armor?
4.
You have a lot of armor. Okay, so it does 2 damage to you.
Warriors are like that. Remember Bird Talk? He just kept.
Yeah. The the shadow elf will snarl and back off again. crouching down behind its shield as it continues to circle you, Corvus.
All right. I make a feint at its head, and then try to stab under its guard as it's distracted.
Okay, cool. Make a defy danger with dexterity. Wow.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay, that is going to succeed. He's going to be confused as you make the thing. He's going to move his shield up. And then, in that moment, you're going to be able to slip in your blow. Make a just roll your damage, actually. Interesting. Where's your damage? Damage? Oh, okay.
Yep, I agree.
Alright, let's go somewhere between those. Your spear is gonna stab into the shadowy material of this elf. It's going to give a snarl of pain, and its shield arm and that side of its body is going to dissolve into a dark mist that floats away. The elf is going to yell in rage and throw its spear as hard as it can right at your face. What do you do, Corvus?
I would just duck out of the way, but I'm worried enough that the evil magic in the spear might kill one of my ancestors spirits somehow that I'm going to try to block it with my shield instead.
Okay. Roll for defending. Yeah. All right. Okay. What do you want to do as your options?
I will have the damage or effect,
Okay.
and deal damage to the attacker equal to my level as I I think I only have the damage, so the spear probably goes through my shield and cuts my arm. But at the same time, the shadow elf overextends, and I just lunge in at it before it recovers from the throw.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Okay, it does half that damage to you. I think you can also count against that. You can also include your armor into that. So I think it only does 3 more damage to you. Alright. And as you lunge out and stab into the shadow elf, it will give a howl of fury and then dissipate around your spear as its cohesiveness comes apart. Your ancestors will give a great cheer as you manage to prevail against this shadow of what they made in the past. And Agrippa McVenner will come up to you, Corvus, and he will say that you definitely do have the courage to take on our legacy again. I will give you a phrase that you can say once, and when you utter it, we will come to your aid once. So, what is that phrase that he tells you, Corvus?
I generally rip off poetry for this kind of thing, so.
Do you want to circle back to it?
No, I think it's tomorrow at dawn.
Okay. Tomorrow at dawn?
But it's in Elvish, obviously.
Right. Okay. Great. Cool. All right. Keep that in your back pocket. All right. Corvus, you awaken from this trance-like state.
To discover that everyone has stolen your stuff again.
No, you awaken to a dragon drooling right before it reaches out its massive maw.
You awaken to see your party members climbing up the rope ladder to the airship, while a small green dragon is flying alongside them and climbing aboard the airship.
Okay. Clearly I missed some stuff. That's what happens when you go on a vision quest.
No, that's kind of quest.
Oh no.
What's up?
Oh, I just remembered something, but it's okay. All right, Corvus. You arrive back on. Oh man, I did forget something. Hang on. Gotta go back to Corvus. Yeah. Yes. Alright, Corvus, you, as you awaken, the serpent you knew as Mist comes flying up, saying that she's regained her wings, and she has a little halo above her head. She says she looks down at the level below you, and says that if you leave, the banshee down below is probably not going to be benign anymore. She's probably still going to do evil deeds if you leave.
What evil deeds was she doing? I thought she was just kind of hanging out at the tower.
Yes, she was guarding the tower, that's true. And you have accepted a promise from her that she will not attack you or your party. But I'm not sure she wouldn't attack anyone else who came to this place.
Hmm.
Although with my wings back, maybe I can try and keep her from doing things. Ah.
Well, I made her a promise. I can't just destroy her. And that wouldn't be right. But I can't just let her hurt people either. I'll have to go have a word with her.
Mist flies along behind you. Phoenix, yes, you and Adrian are on the airship at this point.
Damn, I had a good idea for this one.
Corvus, the banshee is pacing back and forth on her customary level of the tower. The bones of fallen adventurers are scattering here and there around her feet. Mist is shaking her head in despair at all the loss of life on this level.
Do you intend to remain in this tower?
The banshee will say yes, she does intend to remain here.
Okay. What was the name of the evil person that starts with V? I can't remember.
Versa the Tyrant?
That's the one. If anyone in service to Versa or allied with her comes to this place, will you defend it from them?
I would be more than happy to, she says.
And what if someone innocent and in no way connected with Versa comes to this place? What will you do?
Well, she, the banshee peers over at you, Corvus, and notes the codex that you have gotten from the tree, and says that if you are leaving with that codex, then there is no longer a threat to other people, innocent people coming here. Guard that well, though.
I will. And if I return and find that you have harmed innocents, then I will destroy you. It's nothing personal, but it will happen.
The banshee gives a sneer and wails that she has stood against many adventurers before, and she would like to see you try to take her on, but she will let you pass. Meanwhile, Adrian and Phoenix were on the Nautilus,
Yes.
getting the dragon all comfortable in his room.
His or her?
I think his.
Okay, because this is... Oh, Mist is somebody different? Or, because you just said Mist got her wings, and I'm just nitpicking, but...
Oh yeah, Mist was the snake that said she lost her wings.
Okay, I'm getting confused. But, alright.
Right, there's two reptiles in the tower. One was Mist, one was Mog.
Oh, okay.
Maug.
Alright.
What are you guys up to here? Phoenix? Phoenix is gone. Okay. Adrian, what are you up to?
What am I up to? Now, I don't really... Once Maug is settled, I have no real interest in what he's doing, so I'm going to not pay attention to him. We were...
Okay.
But we were going to strike a deal with the gnomes for convincing Maug that he would have entertainment of a sort. Was this an accurate assumption?
Yes, there's even a gnome named Betty here
Right.
in Maug's room.
That was the best negotiations ever.
Oh boy. And a Jeff, because for some reason that was critical that we had a gnome named Jeff.
Yeah. Well, and Richard. Richard. Do we have a Richard anymore? Yeah, we do.
We have a
You have a
Richard and a
Richard
Richard Jr.
That's good. I don't know how many Richards we've had in the gnome
I can tell you were really going full fantasy for these gnomish names. So exotic.
It is. Richard is one of our long-time gnomes. We had Richard and Richard Jr. and they were, and then, yeah, more Richards. I don't know how many Richards we've actually had.
I get the rather distinctive feeling this is a case of they're a long time gnome, you've only had to replace them 7 or 8 times.
Right.
It's still the same Richard.
Yeah, I think there has been a few different crews of gnomes that have, yeah. We tend to be kind of rough on the gnomes, unfortunately.
But they always are so compliant and excitable.
Yeah, they cross-dress literally on a single order and step into a room with a dragon.
Right.
These are very compliable. No.
Well, I will. I don't know. Do I want to stoop this low as to give, quote unquote, Betty some tips on how to poise herself so that she appears more convincing to Maug? Maybe I can roll charisma and.
Okay. Go ahead.
I want Phoenix to be present for this so that he can point out all the ways that she's just not acting remotely feminine and just blatantly kind of go boo to Adrian the entire time.
Kinda.
Yeah, you managed to give some good advice. Yeah. Betty goes in there and struts her stuff, and sure, Phoenix, aid with your constructive criticism.
Just give me a second. There, right to that would be a fail, even plus the bonus.
Oh man!
So my constructive criticism is more destructive criticism.
Adrian
And they get
glares
chased
at
out by 2 angry ladies.
Adrian glares at him. You know nothing.
I know more than you about being a girl, obviously.
I think I know what I'm talking about. It's just that this dolt, and she points at Betty, just is so shallow that she can't pick up on the subtle nuances that are required.
Sorry, not all of us can be so open-minded as to date, what was that thing, a leash? Lich? I mean, for crying out loud, how desperate do you have to be to date one of those things?
Betty will come sailing backward on a stream of poison, slam into the wall here, and choke on the fumes, and expire.
Oh, now we gotta train another.
Richard Jr. is technically quite young, therefore maybe he hasn't developed an Adam's apple yet. He says, kind of wandering off to call him.
Oh man.
Oh, clean up in aisle 3 as well.
Man, you
I
guys
don't want Betty there, that might give the game away.
These gnomes get treated worse than kobolds, though.
Alright, let's briefly jump over to Silver. Silver, you here?
Hey. I am.
Cool. Alright. Okay, Silver, you have journeyed to the misty city of Delgar.
Okay.
Because you've heard that there is a new government there, and perhaps it is suitable to set up a new guild there. With the change of government, maybe you can get a favorable position there. Not quite sure. But what do you do when you first get to this town, city?
All right. I don't have any urgent agendas I need to deal with, right? I'm just kind of free at the moment.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I think this long and hard travel deserves a well-adjusted drink, so I think I'll probably head over towards the tavern.
Okay. Yeah. The tavern is. The tavern has many kind of exotic dishes from other places, because this city is a quite large port city, and it brings in commerce from strange corners of the world. So you can pick any number of dishes or drinks that strike your fancy.
Ooh. So, should I just throw myself like on the map somewhere, or?
Let me put you on the map. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's chill.
La da da la da. So. So, the other character's actually not on the map at the moment.
That's odd.
As you sit there and enjoy your meal, Silver, a magic user in dark robes will enter and start to put up posters around the tavern. A kind of a small crowd gathers to look at the description of what these posters are explaining. What do you do?
I will like to go over and investigate these posters, if I may.
Okay. The poster is looking for a discreet convoy to convey a package along a somewhat dangerous route.
All right, interesting. I'd like to just kind of eye around the tavern and see if anyone's looking at me or in my general direction. If I don't think anyone is doing so, then I would like to steal one of these posters.
Okay. There is a burly gentleman off in the shadowy part of the tavern who you can see is kind of looking in your direction. He's kind of toying with a dagger, cleaning his fingernails. But other than that, there's no one else who is looking at you.
Yeah, so I wander my way up to the poster. I grab it with like both hands. That's when I would do my look around and notice him. I like maintain eye contact with like a bit of suspicion, as like I give it a quick tug and pull it off the peg or the nail that it was nailed up by. and then I would go back about my business.
Alrighty. The gentleman off in the shadowy corner there will give a chuckle, and then he himself will saunter up to another one of these posters that the wizard has been putting up. Read it, and then kind of chuckle again, shake his head, and go sit back down into the corner that he was at.
All right, fair enough. So, yeah, I'll go back. I'll finish my meal at the hearty meal for one, and promptly immediately afterwards, if nothing else happens during the meantime of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up from my table and leg out the tavern without putting down the gold piece of food.
You're gonna what? I'm sorry.
So obviously I would is it a pay before pay after kind of place? Like, would you put the money up front and then get the food, or would you get the food then you would
pay after? Yeah,
pay after. Okay. Right, well, I'll have the meal for one after getting my poster, and I'm basically going to get up and try and, if I'm gonna guess this bartender is probably gonna know that I still need to pay for that. He's probably knows that. So I'm probably just gonna get up and like literally leg out the tavern after that without paying.
Alrighty. Alright, you you ugh.
If this is complicating things too much, I could just pay. If this is going to be more effort than it's worth.
No, I'm just trying to.
Still sleepy.
Fair enough.
I'm usually not this brain dead.
It's fair. I understand.
Would it be some kind of dex defy danger to try and run away fast enough? Something along those lines.
Sure, why not?
Defy danger. Oh, no tokens were selected. Gotcha. Right. Go. Obvious. Dex or con, would you say, for this?
Dex.
Dex. Oh dear.
Oh boy. Alright, the standing in the shadow of the door is a large troll doorkeeper, and he sees you sprint out and catches you by the scruff of the shirt as you try to get out. Holds you up to his face and says, "Where are you going, mate?"
Oh, I was, sorry. I heard a noise outside. It sounds like there was some kind of commotion going on in the area, like, and you know how it is with us adventuring types. Always gotta get on in there in the action.
Okay. Make a charisma defy danger.
Okay. With charisma. Oh.
Hey, look on the bright side. Two bonus XP already.
True.
Most of the way to level 1. I mean 2.
Wow.
First session, guys.
It's always the way,
You're
mate.
doing good. No,
On the
this is
plus side-
experience.
Yep. And you managed to rule yourself out of the acting like a female gnome job, because with acting like that, no one is going to cast you in that role.
Oh, I don't think I heard any noises inside. Oh, I think you're trying to pull me leg.
I look down at the gentleman's leg and I look back at Tim and go, I'm kind of a little too elevated to really get a grip down there. I mean, it'd be kind of difficult for me to pull your leg while I'm while you're holding me like this. I don't know. I let Silver lets out a sigh. Is he? His arms are free, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I begin to open my satchel and ruffle around inside it for a moment, and pull out a. I pull out a little vial of this rather golden-looking liquid, and hang on. No, hang on. I would actually need to double check something here. Okay, cool. So I pull out this little vial of like this golden-looking liquid, a kind of like a syrupy kind of substance, almost like honey, and I present that to him and goes, okay, well, here, this is something more valuable than the goods that I have purchased today. Will you be willing to? Will this fine establishment be willing to accept this in exchange for the meal that I had?
The troll not being very bright in the morning, we'll call over the innkeeper. The innkeeper will look at the vial and back at you, and look at the vial and back at you and say, let him go.
Just too good to just...
The troll will sit you down, dust you off a little bit with his trash can sized hands. Be on your way, son.
I give a gracious bow as I back out the door and sprint down the street. And I think my current objective is I'm off to find a rather swole-looking group of individuals who can perhaps help me muscle out this little side job here. And that's me.
Sorry, you realise that we are a bunch of elves, and muscular strength isn't exactly what we're built for, right?
I mean, mental strength works as well, you know. Just look like capable people. I ain't gonna pick up a bunch of peasants to go out on this undertake this perilous journey, as it were.
You
know,
say
just
that,
capable people.
but last year we got the peasants to do most of the led rebellion.
Fair enough.
Silver. The poster is actually looking for a discrete I think I forgot to say, looking for a discrete individual to deliver a package discreetly.
Oh. Okay. Right, fair enough. Then I'm gonna look for the quote-unquote quest giver and see if I can get that started then.
Okay. The poster says to look, to inquire at the Tower of Galangul. So after some asking around, you manage to locate the ferry that goes out to the Tower of Galangul. You inquire as to the job and are led up to a wizard named Alon's Foulweather, who greets you and says, you're here. Are you a discreet individual? Can you keep a secret?
I give him a wink and a bit of a smile as I gesture up and down my rather dark-looking attire.
Yes, I see you're a man of taste and discretion. Yes.
So what is it you require then, my fellow friend?
He picks up a parcel from his bench of magical contraptions, and brings it closer towards you, saying that we are developing a method of detecting the etheric rays that are threatening travel in our airships. So these etheric rays, they just pop into existence in the skies, and it's hard for our airships to navigate around them because they could appear at any time. So we've been developing a mechanism to detect the rays before they appear. And we have a prototype here that we are hoping to get our good fellows to test for us. So we need someone to deliver it to them.
Okay. I give him like a quizzical look as like when he hands over the packages, like starts shaking it and like put it up to my ear.
It's very delicate, don't do that.
Okay. My apologies. So where does the discretion of this endeavor come in?
Yes. Well, this is a prototype, so it can't get out of this circle of people that know about it until it's ready for installing on the rest of the airships. So if it should fall into, say, Tyrium's hands, that would be bad. So we want it to only remain on our airships. Does that make sense?
Alright. And I'm guessing this Tyrium is a competitor of yours in this business?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Very well.
Yeah.
I shall handle this discreetly as I can. I assume there would be good money on the end of this.
What? You mean service to the
Service to what?
Which is a noble endeavor, I'm sure. But the service to the crown kept me fed for this month.
Alans will sigh, and he will dig around among his cluttered chambers and say, "How does 100 gold sound?"
Silver's eyes light up like a child in a candy store, and he like clutches the package and just gives him like a single affirmative nod before he tucks it under his garb and races down the street.
Alon will hand you a package of gold.
All right.
So is he paid
I
before he finishes the job then?
half now, half later. Yeah.
Cool.
On a more personal matter, I was wondering if you would not mind conveying a letter to my student, Adrian.
I suppose while I'm around, why not?
Thank you. He hands you a letter as luckily, we actually have a method to get you to the airship that we've selected as the ideal test subject for this prototype. We have a method to get you there fairly easily if you don't want to travel over land and sea to wherever they happen to be at the moment. Would that be sufficient?
And just to clarify, that isn't a prototype.
I'm sorry?
I'm happy to deliver this package. Is this fast means of teleportation a prototype, or is this actually... Have you got all the kinks done with that before I subject myself to magical mishaps and whatever else may go on?
Oh no, it's perfectly safe. We just need someone to actually go down it, since we're not... It's perfectly safe, honest.
I give this man a very worried look, and I nod my head.
We want our prototype to there safely. We're not going to send you somewhere that is exceptionally dangerous.
Okay. I kind of gesture like after him in that case, if he wishes to lead me to this teleportation circle of sorts.
Alrighty.
I'm thinking Bones McCoy. Scatter my atoms all over space. Take me in a shuttlecraft instead.
Oh boy, he leads you down to a ritual room set up with a circle that is going to be used for transporting you through the ethers here. um, a doorway gradually opens in the airs, and the ethers begin to part as a pathway forms along this doorway. Can you go ahead and make a perilous journey here?
All right. Oh, hang on. I haven't rolled yet, have I? No. Do I need to specify any roll for this, or does it not matter?
You can pick what you want.
Okay, I'm just gonna go look out. Damn. Even if I picked a good start with that was not gonna. Yeah.
Oh boy.
More XP though.
Wow.
I might legit be dead before the end of this session.
On the plus side, at least you haven't got too attached to the character. So, you could just be another thief. You hadn't heard about this one sucker who went in the first time.
Silver Jr. Slap that name on him. I'm here to avenge the father.
Besides, how attached really are you to your left arm? I mean, it could be improved by means of, like, becoming a wing, for instance, as you merge with the pigeon you fly through.
Oh dear.
Okay. As you stumble and walk and force your way down this etheric pathway, bridging the tower and wherever your exit point is, let's see. You have to use up your I'm gonna say your healing potion in encounters and getting smushed between the etheric boundaries there.
Alright.
But eventually, you are spit out into the hold of the Nautilus. Where are you? Oop. And you're humongous, but
Screams one there.
Giant is amongst us.
He's muttering something about never again. Never again.
I said the same thing when I ate the space fish.
Never trust a wizard.
Yeah.
uh,
Especially when they offer you a whole lot of money to try their definitely safe and not at all dangerous new method of transportation. They actually don't care about the package, they just handed you a rock. What they really wanted to test was whether this worked.
That's probably true though. God damn.
you guys are gonna hear suddenly sniff the air and start to move down this way. I smell something on board.
Corvus, did you make a doo-doo again?
That's what the heads are for.
Okay. Phoenix turns to his the two skulls. Either of you who still haven't spoken to me yet responsible for this? Give me the cold shoulder, will you? Blame being dead, will you? Fine, let's follow the dragon. Mark, wait up.
Phoenix, one of the skulls is going to say to you, the important thing is to always question what you know.
What do I know?
You know? Yes, exactly. That is the question. Do you know what you know?
Do you want the PG-13 answer or the one my dad kept saying when I failed all my school tests?
Oh, either one.
Let's go PG. Not much. Now, question is, what do you know? Do you know what's got Mog in such a state?
Does he know what?
What's got him in such a state? Like, why is he rushing about claiming there's...
Oh, well. Dragon noses are quite keen. Perhaps he smelled something.
You are a font of knowledge, little skull.
I know.
I would never have guessed. Are you telling me that he uses his nostrils to smell things? I was under the impression they were for sight all this time. Fascinating.
Silver, the hatch above your head and a dragon's head is going to peer down at you.
I kind of freeze up a little bit, like holding this package, and like I'm trying my best not to make any kind of quick movements or like trying not to make any kind of noise, and the hopes that he somehow, from some benevolence, does not see me. Oh my god, wizard, what have you done? What have you done?
Maug is gonna bellow to you, Phoenix. There's an intruder! I can smell him! And start to claw his way down the ladder here.
I am gonna like get up and like try and scramble over these barrels then.
Okay, just give me a second. Hey, I guess I run past Tim. Tim, can you go get Bear Talk? He probably deals with this kind of thing. Mog, don't eat him yet. Or her. Is it a rat? Is it just a rat again? See if you've dragged us all down here for a bloody big rat.
Adrian, Corvus, what are you guys doing here?
Well, Adrian's right next to this other trapdoor, next to the cook grab knot, and she will pull it open and swiftly drop down.
Okay.
Inadvertently
Silver.
blocking all exits. All remaining exits.
Silver, you're surrounded.
I look around me and I don't recognize this place. I don't know who these people are. There's a dragon aboard this ship, and I just like blurt out, "What is going on?"
We could ask you.
You
the same
tell us.
question.
You're the stowaway.
I'll have you know. Yes. Oh,
You'll have me know, yes. You're as helpful as he is. He points to a skull.
Okay. Just a point at the dragon. Just keep, I don't want to be just like distance, I need personal space. Is this an airship of some description?
These are doors on these sides, right? Oh, yeah, they are.
Yes.
Adrian points to the side where these glass windows are and says, "See for yourself."
Alright, I kind of like, again, I crawl over all these crates and nonsense to try and peer out a window.
Alright, the view from the window is the sparkling sea going off to the horizon and white fluffy clouds floating by. You are, in fact, in an ocean. Yes.
Straighten up my back, try and adjust my posture. You know, I gotta be a little more presentable than our first introductions. After all, they are very important. I turn around to the nearest person. I will look at this womanly figure down here, and I'm going to take out the package and present it to her. I have a special delivery. It's a special delivery for you.
Oh. Okay. Right. She takes it and looks at it and reads it.
Have you been ordering weird things off the Ethernet again?
Nice. No, I promise.
Mog hides behind Phoenix. What if it's a bomb?
Phoenix tries to hide behind Mog. Hey, you stand in front, not me.
I am going to. Wait. Oh, that was weird. I'm going to try and capitalize on that, actually. So this dragon seems scared of this package.
He's cautious.
Well, I mean, it potentially could be. I don't know. I've just been here to deliver it. For all I know, it could be hardwired to my body so long as dragon was to sink his teeth into me, it might detonate and blow up the whole shit. Let's go into him
That
afterwards.
sounds like an oddly specific thing to hardwire for. Before today, how high did you rate your chances of having a dragon sink its teeth into you? That a bomb needed to be hardwired for such a thing.
Then again, it was a wizard that sent me here. So to be honest, I don't know magic. That could very well be the possibility.
Adrian's eyebrows go up at the mention of wizard teleportation, and she immediately casts, what was it, detect magic, which is a spell or not? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it is. It's a cantrip, so I'm just going to cast a spell here.
Ouch.
And I will forget it.
Alright. The package will glow with a beautiful pink aura in your vision, Adrian. You can see sort of a complex mechanism outlined in your magical vision.
Mechanism, eh? Any mechanism that I can attribute to, say, a bomb or bomb-like, explosive-like thing?
No. There, it looks like a glass dome, kind of surrounded by metallic segments, and then nothing that looks very explosive.
Okay. Well, the color is great. Yeah.
I think it brings out the aesthetic of your eyes, really.
What, the box?
Yes.
There is a note with this, is there not?
There is a letter up to you, Adrian,
Say again.
but I don't know that's.
Say again.
There is a personal letter to you, Adrian, from Alon's Foul Weather, but I'm not sure that Silver has delivered that yet.
Okay.
There is a note on the package itself that says this should be wired into a current from the alembic generator.
And I am to know that this came from a credible source. How?
Right. How do you know that? You might have to confirm with Silver about where it came.
Do you know where this? Can you tell me the person who sent you? This doesn't. I am going to have to run this by our navigator before I hook any strange devices up to our equipment.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I have a poster here to for the quest that was in the city. I can't remember the wizard's name or what he said the doohickey did. I wasn't really listening. He just said 100 gold pieces, and I kind of just took it then and there. But I have this, and I give him the quest poster.
She unfurls it and reads it.
The quest poster does mention your teacher back at the Tower of Galangul, Alon's Foul Weather.
Oh. And I would probably recognize his handwriting from this instruction sheet, would I not?
Oh, I'm sure you would, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's promising. Still, I would like to run this device past our navigator. He seems to be more akin to the inner workings of the ship than any of us.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, the intricacies of the navigation device paired with the ley lines of the magic. Obviously, you have the optical illusion of the grandeur scope. Yeah. Hey, of course. What is the next stop of this airship, by the way?
Yeah, where are we going?
Were we not going to go help him? He points to Corvus with his, big defeat Versa thing.
That's what I thought we were, yeah.
Yes, though I'm not sure we had a specific location in mind. We were going to gather some information, I think.
I think that's where you guys left off with that as well. Yeah, you were looking into where Versa might have gone after the chaos of the cataclysm. Yes.
Okay. Right now we're just searching for information, so there's really no set destination, I say. If you'll pardon me. And she turns and begins to clamber back up the ladder package under her arm.
I may be stuck here for a while then.
It's
Well,
not so bad.
We could always throw you out a window if you really want to leave.
Do you have any method of, like, stop me from dying?
I'm sure you could come up with something. You seem resourceful.
Mog might be able to fly you down. Kind of looks towards Mog, who's probably still trying to hide behind him. He's kind of shoving him off.
I'm good, thank you.
Well, if you're going to be kicking about for a bit, let me do the introductions. I'm Phoenix. I'm an elf. Some call me a bard. It probably fits. He just calls me annoying, and you don't want to know what she calls me. He points upwards. Mog here calls me Fred. Kind of. I hope. That's Corvus. He's boring and stabs things a lot. Not really much to say about him. You've got Bertok, little halfling guy. He runs the place. And Miss Magic, never let her cast Fireball near people because she will always kill them, is Adrian. What about you? He says, kind of offering a hand.
This is Phoenix saying this, yeah?
Yeah, sorry.
Cool. I stroll on up and I outstretch my hand and give him a firm handshake and a bit of a wink. I'm Silver Drachma. I'm not from around here. I've kind of far travelled.
Ooh, that sounds like a story. He gets out a pen and paper. Well, if you have time, I'd love to hear some stories from your homeland. I'm collecting quite a few of them.
Oh, of course. Maybe some other point though. I might need to get accustomed to this environment first.
Sure. He puts it away. Okay. Anything else? There's probably guys like Little Ross here. He points over to the halfling. There's quite a few of them kicking about. If you see one in a dress, that one's untouchable. The rest are fair game.
I give him finger guns.
You got me.
Oh, is this not a thing from around here? We usually just kind of do it as a gesture of like good faith or something.
You
like
pretend to shoot at people in good faith where you're from. Okay.
I'm from a weird place.
Fair enough. Oh, and Mog. He points back to the dragon. Mog, you could pretend to shoot at him. Phoenix calmly steps aside as the kind of poison builds.
I'd rather not pick fight with dragons, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but yeah, no thank you. I think I'm good on that front. Have you guys got any like good drinks around here?
You want Grabnot. Grabnot is food and drink.
I give him a smile and I immediately wander off to find this Grabnot then. And that'll be what I'll be doing for today.
Seems like a nice enough guy, eh, Corvus?
Corvus,
We've picked up yet another pathetic life form.
Yes, another one. Yes. Corvus, I'm contemplating your quest at the moment, and I think this particular phase of your quest has been resolved as far as finding out the truth about what happened to your ancestors all those years ago. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, but you can still start up a new quest at some point, any point really, if you want to begin a new crusade for whatever it is we're going for.
Right. Defeat Versa, I suppose, would be the most appropriate thing.
Okay. And what benefits would you like to pledge yourself towards in defeating Versa?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look it over.
Okay. Adrian, you were going to consult with Boffin? There you are.
Yes, and I'm already
Okay,
consulting.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Lady Adrian, what can I do you for? Navigator Buffer says.
I was given this, and she puts down the crate and goes about opening it.
Okay.
A note from my, would I call him a headmaster, or a professor, or something of that sort?
Yeah,
Yeah.
headmaster is probably appropriate. Yeah.
I was given this by my headmaster. He instructs us to attach it to one of the alembic generators of the ship. I'm not sure what it is or what it does, and I figured you would probably want to examine it before we did anything.
Yes. Yeah. He carefully moves aside the packaging, the hay and the rag that's protecting the delicate thing, lifts it out, and says, "Oh, interesting. There is additional instructions in the crate itself. So he's able to determine that it is a sensor for etheric rays that is in the prototype stage of development. So he sets it into a handy nook in the room here and wires it up the alembic generator, and he pushes a.
I'm kind of concerned about his haste in doing this, and I stop him halfway through and say, should we not put some safety precautions in place? Maybe some sort of like isolation circuitry or something that will keep this from completely affecting the ship. I'm not sure.
You are right. We should do that. He ponders. Yeah, let's set it up all the way out here. In isolation, just so we're sure that it doesn't affect anything. How about that?
I would be fine with this, yeah.
Okay. It runs the wires all the way out there, sets it up, hits a knob on it, and it gives a hum and starts to scan for any incoming etheric rays that might be approaching
Cool.
the skies around you guys. Yeah. It seems to be working, but we'll leave it out there for now, in case it goes haywire.
Okay, sounds like a good plan to me. I wonder how they expect us to check in with them to tell them that it's all working and that they can move forward with real production. I mentioned offhandedly.
Well, I suppose we'll give it a trial run, and at some point we'll be back in Delgar, so we can let them know then. Yes. Unless you have a better way?
I can't think of anything at the moment, she says. Wondering just how this silver individual got himself on board in the middle of a journey in midair.
With a lot of luck.
Alright. I wonder, does she have a... Yeah, that's all I can think of for now. I don't have... I thought I might have some bit of equipment, but I don't. No.
Oh, goodness.
What's
Could
this?
I
I'm
look at who
laughing.
Sorry. Can I look at who that letter was addressed to?
One second. Oh, good grief. From me? Or to me?
Does it say to Adrian?
I don't know.
The letter was to his students, so I'd imagine that would be Adrian.
Yeah. Oh, what in the world? Sorry, yeah. I have things that keep switching me out of Roll20.
See. The hell is? Let me. Not. Yeah.